What's going on YouTube? This is your man Judge, bringing you a brand new Let's Play from my channel. We're going to be playing Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age. I'm really excited about this game because the original, which came out in 2006, was honestly probably my favorite Final Fantasy. I know that's a bit controversial, because there was a good number of people who didn't like the game at all. Honestly, I think it's because it was so different compared to any of the Final Fantasies that had come prior. But honestly, I think it's getting a lot more traction today in 2017, because I think we're more used to kind of the way Final Fantasy XII plays. I think it was a little ahead of its time in 2006. There weren't a lot of games, or RPG games rather, that were anything like Final Fantasy XII was back then. But anyway, we're going to be doing this LP. I'm really excited for it, so let's just go ahead and get into it. I am going to try and I'm going to show the full cutscenes, all the story and everything, for those of you who are here to see the story. So I'm actually going to cut out my audio. Well, not cut out, I'm just not going to speak, probably turn off my mic for the cutscenes. So you guys get the full experience there. So you're probably not going to hear me a lot on this first episode because there are a lot of cutscenes, unfortunately, for those of you who are looking just for gameplay. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so we got the settings here. I like to keep screen shake and vibration off, especially on RPGs and stuff, because I don't really prefer it. We'll turn the subtitles on, just in case you like to keep the volume low for some reason. You can still get the story experience. I'm going to keep the speed multiplier on 2. I'm going to try and use it as little as possible, because it is a little hectic and it can get confusing, especially for people who don't understand the game. So if and when I do use it, I'm going to keep it on ×2 to kind of keep the chaos at a minimum. I've toyed around with doing Japanese voiceovers, but I have heard that the voice acting in this game, like the audio quality and things like that, is actually pretty good. So we're going to keep it on English to get that experience. They actually did, they reorchestrated, as you can see here, the music for this. I don't know why anybody would ever do original. The original sounded bad, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go for the reorchestrated one. Apparently they recorded all of this music live with a live orchestra, just for this game, so that's going to be exciting. I'm going to turn the volume down because it can get a little bit hard, especially during combat, to hear me when I'm doing my commentaries and things like that. So we're going to keep it down there. Go ahead and begin the game.
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path, for all eternity. Far on.
Both land and air, our kingdom will stand little...
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible!
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side.
Galtea, stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
We must withdraw!
No! The paling still stands!
Shield beyond sight, ne'er failing light.
The paling's fallen!
Then it's over!
For my father. For my father!
Lord Rasler!
Blessings of the Great Father descend, and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirit's return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the Kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice: Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Ramenas, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
You there? Can you hear me?
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland. Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Good. Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand? Think you can fight?
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them! Over there!
Bosler, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Godspeed.
Steady, Rex. Keep your wits about you and you'll make it. We move!
And we're back. So lots of stuff happening in that cutscene. I mean, long story short, looks like Dalmasca rather lost to the Arcadian armies or the Empire. So we got a little tutorial here. Basically, how to use the camera, interact with things. It's a talk icon. Talk to someone, approach them, and press X. Don't try to be a hero. Alright, and I'm going to be skipping through a lot of the tutorials and things, because a lot of it is pretty self-explanatory. Press X to interact with the gate. I believe we're trying to get to the king right now. Open party menu with triangle. Uh-oh. Red line is hostile. Blue line is friendly. So basically, red line if targeting, for what the enemies are targeting, and blue line for what your party is targeting. So, yeah, the blue line goes to them when we start targeting them. My crew's gonna make short work of this guy here. Looks
Captain?
like... Yep, we got an Arcadian gunship, it looks like. Doesn't seem fair. But it's cool, we got Bosch. He can handle this. Alright, one thing I forgot to do. Go to the configuration. Go to... Well, I want to make the battle speed fast. I want the cursor position to last selection, and basically what that does is when you go into your menus in battle, say I chose Magics, Black Magic, Thunder, targeted him. The next time I go for Thunder, it'll remember where my cursor was, and I can just press X 4 times rather than navigating the menus and things like that. Makes it a lot easier, especially later on in the game, when you have a lot of actions that you can be doing. What do we got here? Oh, looks like we're out of magic points. Oh, there he goes. Didn't even want to finish the battle. Looks like Bosch is going to use his quickening, which is basically the limit break in this game, or overdrive, or whatever Final Fantasy game you played.
My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
Trance if you played Final Fantasy IX.
We receive you, Tom Berry.
I think it's called, I don't remember what it's called in Final Fantasy VIII. I know 10 is overdrive, 7 is limit break. I don't remember what 8 was. I mean, was that like also overdrive or limit break? I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've played 8. So it looks like we have another Imperial squad here, looking to get hacked down. You can see Bosch is doing some pretty good damage here. Looks like we're doing like 40, he's doing around 130, so he's gonna make short work of these guys. Let's keep moving on here. Minimap at the top right of your screen may not be enough to gain your bearings. So this, actually, what is he talking about? Should you lose your way, consult your location map by clicking the touchpad button. I'm not sure if that is new, but the overlay map that he's going to explain right here is new, and it's kind of funny. Here, we'll bring it up. So here's the overlay map, and you can have it up anytime, anywhere. Which is kind of funny because the mini-map in the upper right-hand portion of the screen At times in this game, it'll go fuzzy and you won't be able to kind of see where you're going or anything like that. But in this version of the game, the overlay map does still work, so you can use this to navigate, which I think is kind of funny. Sort of trivializes those points in the game. But I know it can be a little bit annoying to watch, especially battling with the overlay on, so I'll try and keep it off as much as possible.
Where are you?
What if Captain Ozilus has fallen?
Don't talk such nonsense. Vossler's laughed in the face of death far too many
I think
times.
we hit a
for him to
nerve
stop
on
now.
Bosch there.
Men like him don't die in places like this. We must make haste to reach the king. We will take him to safety.
Is His Majesty unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
So I'm just going to hold R2 to flee here. Yeah, looks like... I think this is where he actually tells you. Yeah, press R2 to run. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna press R2 and I'm just gonna flee these guys because there's really honestly no point in fighting them. It's a complete waste of time because nothing carries over from Rex to your main character. So here's a safe crystal. These will restore your HP, MP, and I believe also your mischarges, which are what you use to use your quickenings and espers, which are summons in this game. So these are really, really handy when you come across these. I mean, even if you're not going to save, sometimes it's worth just hitting it to get that recovery going. So I'm just going to hit it real quick. Say no on the save. So we're working our way through this fortress, I guess, to where the King of Dalmasca is supposed to be signing a treaty with the Arcadian Empire.
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king. I'll handle these.
Fight well.
Oh, it looks like Rex is getting a little bold here. We're going to handle these guys. I feel like seasoned Imperial swordsmen with, you know, their nice and shiny armor would be a little bit more of a challenge than these guys are. But that's Final Fantasy logic for you. Oh, he blocked me. This guy's got skills. Gonna make short work of those guys. Continue on our way to the room where the treaty is being signed, I guess. I believe there's gonna be another cutscene right up here, so I'm gonna fade out for this.
Your Majesty. Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Dalmasca to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent. Hello.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear Captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Off you go.
Vaughn.
Pretenses of peace left by the wayside, the Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer, too, for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life. Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Dalmasca's surrender without terms, huh? Seems like a pretty sweet deal for the Arcadian Empire. Alright, what do we got here? Looks like the main protagonist, Vaughn, is going to enter the scene here.
Vaughn! Hurry it up or they'll find us.
I know. Just a little more. You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites. 1, 2, 3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
Alright, let's get these rats. Pretty dangerous. Probably carrying diseases. Oh, where you going, man? Come back. Looks like we got one more rat to take down.
Wow,
I don't know about you
Vaughn,
guys, but that got my heart
all
pumping.
Yourself? Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now.
Kills 3 rats. Ready for anything.
That's enough for today.
Does not compute.
You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops, totally forgot. You should come, Vaughn.
And I'm pretty
He's
sure
busy
there's
today.
gonna be a
Might have
few
some work for
cutscenes
you to
right
do,
after
too.
this.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
What'd you say?
Sir, you haven't paid, and I... What? Haven't paid? On second thought, please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
Oops, sorry.
Watch where you're going, churl.
What? My pouch! It's gone!
The boy! Get out the way! Oh!
What? Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again. What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now? We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Penelo. You know it as well as I do. Hey, you give that back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then, it doesn't mean that you get to eat for free too, you know.
I know that. You think I like living like this? One of these days, I'll fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate, free to go where I will.
Well, be careful. You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon. Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
All right, so we got the world map added to our party menu. So it looks like we need to speak to Miguelo, who is going to give us some errands to run. But I think I'm going to stop the video right there, because I know that when we speak to Miguelo, it's going to lead us to our first hunt, and we'll just go ahead and start fresh with that on the next episode. I do appreciate you guys watching. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new, please subscribe. And I will see you all in the next episode.